Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to thank all of you for coming and watching this speech for me, my little brother and my dad. And I would like to begin by drawing your attention to this clock right over here. Did you know that according to the American Red Cross, every 2 seconds, someone in the United States needs a blood transfusion? And that's from Healthline's The Benefits of Donating Blood. Most of us will probably never need a blood transfusion. But hey, we all need blood to live. We may not often think about people who rely on the generosity of blood donors to survive, but when it becomes a family member or a friend, the situation certainly becomes more real. Today, I am resolved to convince you through this speech to donate blood to a local charity if you're able to. It is a topic that I have conducted research on and that I am personally and passionate about due to experience within my own family. Today, it is my desire to persuade you to donate blood because it benefits the lives of the receivers and the life of the giver. First, I would like to tell you all about the need for blood donations and about the advantages and disadvantages of donating blood. According to why blood is needed from one blood, 37% of the population could actually donate blood, but only 5% actually does. Healthline's The Disadvantages of Donating Blood states that 36,000 pints of blood are needed not every month, not every week, but every single day. My family is personally acquainted with this great need for blood donations. Shortly after my mother gave birth to me, she needed a blood transfusion due to a platelet disorder she had that caused her to lose too much blood during the birth. It was the generosity of a blood donor that quite possibly saved my mother's life. Additionally, did you know that blood donations are not only good for the receiver, but also for the donor? According to the Mental Health Foundation, donating blood lowers mental stress, improves people's emotional state, increases physical health, and provides several other benefits. One of these being possibly lowering iron stores, which could reduce the chances of a heart attack. And that's from Healthline's The Benefits of Donating Blood. Blood donation is also perfectly safe from infection, as new clean material is used from every procedure. And that's from Mayo Clinic's blood donation. Even though there are many advantages to donating blood does have a few disadvantages. Some of these include continued bleeding, bruising, dizziness, or weakness. While inconvenient, it is very clear that the pros far outweigh the cons. Now that you know about the need for blood donations and understand the pros and cons of blood donation, why don't we look at the solution to the problem? The answer is simple. Donate blood to a local blood drive. The preparation is extremely easy. All that one has to do is make sure you have the proper forms of identification and meet all of the health and age requirements. Spend the days before your donation eating foods with a high iron content. This includes meat, seafood, spinach, and beans, to name a few. And that's from WebMD's What to Expect When You Give Blood. If you are eligible to donate blood, you can still help by encouraging others who can to do so. Remember, out of the 37% of people who can donate blood, only 5% actually do. Tell people about the benefits of donating blood and about the good that they are doing for others. Finally, let's take a look at what the world would look like if all 37% of people who could donate blood actually did. Countless people who needed blood would be provided for. Families would be spared the heartbreak of losing a loved one due to a blood loss. And the emotional and physical health of thousands of donors would be improved. In conclusion, we've looked at the need for blood, the pros and cons of blood donation, how you can help the need for blood, and what the world would look like if this need was resolved. I earnestly ask all of you to donate blood to a local blood drive if you are able. And if you can, at least encourage others to do so. By the end of this speech, approximately 150 people will have needed blood. That's just over the course of these past few minutes. Think about how many people will need it by the end of the day. Think about how many people will need it by the end of the week. It could be someone that you love next. Who knows? It could even be you next. Thank you for your time and your attention.